Greetings one and all, I'm Joshua Ryan Dick, back another unboxing video, and today we have the 2024 16-inch Apple MacBook Pro. Now this is a 16-inch model with 512 gigabytes of storage, has the M4 Pro chip, and also it has 24 gigabytes of memory. Now it is currently November of 2025, and Apple just released the M5 14-inch base MacBook Pro with the M5 chip that was just announced, but they didn't update the Pro chips nor the Max chips, and so I was kind of in the market for a new MacBook Pro. The one before this, I had the 16-inch M1 Pro MacBook Pro, so that was a great machine, but it's several years old now, and I was wanting to get into a little bit more video editing and photo editing and things like that, and so decided to get a little bit more horsepower. And so I debated on whether to wait and see if there was going to be an M5 Pro chip maybe this fall or next year in early 2026, but I was scouring Amazon and I found a 16-inch MacBook Pro here for $2,189 US. And I went to my local Best Buy and they price matched it and had one in stock. So I was like, well, it must be written in the stars. So did a trade-in and did everything. So I thank the folks at Best Buy for helping me out in getting this MacBook Pro. So it worked flawlessly and loved the process. So thanks to Best Buy for that. So now the MacBook Pro. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. So go ahead and turn this guy around. As you can see, there's the M4 Pro chip, 24 gigabytes of memory, and 512 gigabytes of storage. So let's go ahead and tear this off here. Just like so. And get the one at the bottom. All right, so let's turn this back around and we'll get just a quick view of the box. All right, so let's put this down. Just like so. Open this up. And there is the space black 16-inch MacBook Pro. All right, so we'll put the MacBook Pro off to the side for just 1 second. And let's see what else we have here. And designed by Apple in California. Let's see what other stuff we have in here. Looks like the MacBook Pro quick start guide. Yeah, welcome to MacBook Pro. All right. See what else is in here. It looks like some regulatory information. And that should be it. Then we have the MagSafe charger in the space black color. So I always like the attention to detail. And it's that braided material too that will last just a lifetime. So always good to have that. And here is the charger. As you can see, 140 watts USB-C power adapter. So we'll go ahead and put this off to the side and put the box off to the side. And now to the main event, the 16-inch space black MacBook Pro with the M4 chip. All right, so let's go to the other side here, and we will just open it up like so. As you can see, MacBook Pro. And we'll put this off down to the side. And here's the 16-inch M4 Pro MacBook Pro. Yeah, I really like that space black color. My M1 Pro MacBook Pro was the silver color. I usually went with the space gray colors for the MacBook Pro in years past. And, for my last one, I wanted to go silver because I thought it, looked really just cool with the black keyboard. And then with the silver color, kind of reminded me of the Apple of old. But once the space black color came out, you know, I decided to go for this one just to kind of change it up a little bit. Definitely shiny. As you can see, the 2 ports, headphone jack, and then of course the MagSafe. And on the other side, micro SD card reader there, another port, and another port there. So let's go ahead and put this down and open this up. All right. As you can see the keyboard here. Yeah, definitely like that space black color already. Definitely more stealthy. And as you can see here, we'll just go up just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and take the screen protector off here. Okay, hola, bonjour, hello. All right, Los Gates, let's go. All right, so I have the 16-inch MacBook Pro all set up, and to my surprise, macOS Sequoia was still on it, so I went ahead and downloaded macOS Tahoe, installed it, and plugged it in, and just downloaded some of the other apps that I need, and just letting the battery charge, and then I got it all set up here. So definitely love this machine already. And looking forward to spending, you know, the next few days just seeing what it can do, how much faster it could, you know, edit video, edit photos, things like that. So definitely looking forward to that. And I'm loving this space black color. Coming from the silver, you know, I think it's always good to kind of change things up. So that's what I did. And this is the space black MacBook Pro. So yeah, so the price was right. Thanks again to Best Buy. And, you know, the M4 Pro chip, I think it's going to be supported and just enough for my needs and then some. So, yeah, just definitely looking forward to, you know, keeping these for the next several years and, you know, kind of going from there and, you know, seeing what this particular model, you know, can do. So, and then this is my dog, Sheldon, as the wallpaper. So, but yeah, definitely looking forward to kind of putting this one through the paces and, you know, seeing what it can do and kind of going from there. And, you know, I know this year there was a lot of focus put on the iPhones, but, you know, as far as the Mac goes too, with Tahoe and then the hardware that's coming out now, and, you know, I know the M5 chip is out there, and then, you know, of course with these, you know, M4 series chips, you know, for the older Macs and, you know, some of the current ones, this was a big upgrade cycle, especially for people like me that was on the M1 Pro chip, right? People coming from M1. So same way with my iMac. I bought the M4 version and I came from the M1 version. So yeah, just curious to see how this all works out and just kind of using it and kind of going from there. So yeah. And of course this, you know, Liquid Retina XDR display on the MacBook Pro is just absolutely incredible. That mini LEDs, you know, display there. So, yeah, just absolutely incredible, especially with HDR content on YouTube and, you know, just kind of going from there, Dolby Vision. So definitely check that out. And especially too with the ProMotion refresh rate of 120 Hertz, definitely incredible. So yeah, I know some people were saying that, you know, there's a lot of fingerprints on this, and yeah, it is, but I don't think it's as bad as what people kind of make it out to be. I think for any laptop, you're going to have to wipe it down with a microfiber cloth every now and then, especially the screen too. And it's just one of those things, right? So if you're scared of getting the space black MacBook Pro model, or also the, I know the midnight version of the MacBook Air, yeah, I think go ahead and just kind of see it in person and then kind of go from there and just keep a microfiber cloth on you. Because even I remember my silver one too, it got some smudges and fingerprints and, you know, various things. So, yeah, I mean, dust, you know, hey, if you're eating a Pop-Tart, right, and you get some crumbs, you know, I mean, anything can happen. So I think it's just with any model that you have. So, all right. And like I said earlier, you know, this is just the base model. This base model retails for $24.99 US. And I just happened to see a price of $21.89 on Amazon, and then I had Best Buy price match that. So, you know, the price was right. I was due for an upgrade coming from the M1 Pro, 16-inch MacBook Pro. So went ahead and went up to Best Buy. They had one left, and traded in my old one, and things worked out. So, yeah, so definitely looking forward to you know, spending some time with this 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M4 Pro chip, and just kind of going from there. So, yeah. All right. Well, there it is, everybody. The 16-inch M4 Pro MacBook Pro in space black. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.